Back. Essentially, what happened in a nutshell is that a few guys decided to show up at the very last moment, which impacted all the brackets and resulted in a complete reshuffle of the matches. Consequently, everything had to be rehosted and remade and stuff like that. But yeah, we're now ready to go with the actual match that we were intentionally planning to do, which is Giggle versus Gamingalife. And as soon as Giggle actually took a bio break apparently. So yeah, there he is, he's back. So we will actually get underway right now. And here comes a good luck, have fun. System is loading. Let's press F5 like we always do. Okay, here we go. So Giggle is this time playing pink. And he's playing against Gamingalife, who is actually teal. So let's get cracking, I'd say. Okay, so here we are. Giggle immediately going for the first metal. Knowing him, he's actually gonna go for every metal one. Yeah. Actually, the cool thing about spectating mode now is if you press down shift, you can actually see what everyone is planning. So Giggle's planning actually is going for an energy plant first, which is not his regular MO. Generally goes 3 metal and then goes for energy and then a factory, but either way works. So camera point 1 will be Giggle. Moving around the planet. We have Gamingalife, and I'm not entirely sure if Giggle is now talking to... Oh, he's actually talking to you. Okay, so Gaming has played the full 5 games. I'm assuming this is going to be somewhat awkward, considering the fact that Giggle is actually a very good player. Then again, we might see some surprises. But yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's not sell him short, but let's not put too many expectations on him. His standard build, his starting build is actually very good. He's doing the 3 metal into power into factory, which is a current meta. He's building... I don't know what's queued up that. Maybe the engineer, or maybe he's gonna build it after his energy. I would assume he builds it after his energy. So yeah. Going back around, we have a second vehicle factory now coming up. The scout going out as well. So Giggle's looking to be in pretty good shape. He's actually going for a double scout. I'm not entirely sure if he did that last time. So yeah, vehicle fabricators are now going up. Lots of power being planned. More metal being tacked on here for Gamingalife. I'm actually gonna call him Gaming from now on. And yeah, this is looking pretty regular so far. Nothing fancy. Nothing out of the ordinary. Giggle does have his 2 factories though, so if he uses both those for fabrication, he's actually gonna get quite ahead. Defense is being planned here as well. It's actually a lot of planning that's being done by Gaming. Giggle hasn't planned as much as of yet. I do believe he actually wants to find Gaming first before he plans out anything fancy. He's planning some extra power right around this area, which is always a good idea. And nothing quite as special going on anywhere else. So yeah, it's pretty standard game opening. No additional factories being planned as of yet for either person. And there is a radar going up here for Gaming, which is useful. He might actually be able to detect that scout coming his way. Although, obviously, that scout is not going to be doing much. It's just going to get the info, the location, the probability of, well, the expansion, the metal expansions, and the kind of factories that he has. Oh, he's actually using the scout to assault the vehicle, the bot fabricator here. And considering the squishiness of those bot factories, oh, he actually killed it before the metal went up. So that's quite annoying. Then again, oh, he does have 2 docks already, and he has a stinger, so the AA is also settled. The shortest route between bases is probably this one. So if he wants to plan defenses, it should be around this area. Whoa, lots more power going down here for Giggle. Not completely unsurprising, considering the huge amount of power that he actually requires, but it's still a ginormous amount of power. The air factories are now finally up, and the vehicle factories are also going down. We do have a few laser defense towers going up, which again, I really love the new visuals. This scout is actually being blasted, sniping the fabricator bots that are moving around, which is a very good use for these guys, considering the fact that they are so very cheap and, well, early game. Any fabricator you can take down is something that really cuts in the production capacity of your opponent, so something you definitely should be doing. Giggle is definitely looking to be in good shape here. It's got more metal, it's got more energy, actually more than twice the amount of energy that gaming does. Going for that advanced vehicle factory might be kind of greedy, arguably, but considering the fact that he's not expecting any attack anytime soon, he might as well. Definitely going for lots more metal. He does realize that the south end of the planet is completely unoccupied, so he might as well go ahead and expand around that area. Something apparently shot this guy. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Maybe he got in range of one of the laser towers. Oh no, actually a scout, an aerial scout took down the ground scout, which is kind of funny. Laser towers are now being constructed around this area as well, which is where they should be. And definitely around this area as well, but they are planned. I'm not entirely sure if he's planning to put some walls in front of it, because walls are always useful to block any shots that might be thrown at those laser towers. And something you should be doing anytime you actually can, at least in my opinion. Advanced vehicle factory is already 1/4 done. Aerial factory is also being tacked on, probably in response to the aerial factory that gaming does have. First laser tower is done around this area, second laser tower going up. No more scouting is being done at this point. I'm not entirely sure. I do believe it's Giggle that actually planned this out, considering the proximity of his fabricator vehicles. Also an advanced vehicle factory coming out of gaming, so this might actually be interesting. But if we look at the economy, you see that there's more than twice the, well, actually quite a bit more than twice the amount of metal being produced for Giggle, and this aerial scout is being a bastard shooting this factory. Although gaming won't be doing much with that. Whoa, lots of fabricators being tacked onto this particular advanced vehicle factory, and yeah, that is gonna be a pain in the ass to counter. Because, well, I don't believe that, his advanced vehicle factory is nowhere near done, so if he starts to make some big ass tanks out of this one, that's gonna be quite hard. Oh, even an advanced air factory going out down here for Giggle. Yes, Giggle is looking to be in amazing shape. His efficiency, his economy efficiency is still 100%. Gaming, on the other hand, is struggling. I assume that the metal and energy deficit, well, I assume he actually has both at this point. He is getting more metal down, but nowhere near the amount that he actually should have. Because if you look at Giggle's metal economy, he's got pretty much every metal spot around his base, and actually quite a bit further out of his base, locked down. Yeah, if I look at game can only expand here at this point, here, and even so, Giggle is actually encroaching on those metal spots as well, so it's gonna be kind of hard to get to those metal spots. Yes, well, apparently he's using them mostly for the purposes of getting more economy out of what he already has. Advanced energy plants have also been planned so far. None are being constructed at this point. I'm not entirely sure if it's the same guys. No, actually got a separate guy on it, and there's the regular vehicle fabricators that are assisting this. Now, moreover, we've got vanguards, and vanguards are these heavy-duty tanks. They have lots of armor. They are completely useless on any long or even medium range, but as soon as they got to the short range, they are absolutely undefeatable, because they've got this flamethrower that does massive damage up close, and there's basically nothing that you can really do about it. You want to snipe these guys down before they get anywhere near you. Vanguards seem to be rolling out. The advanced air factory is now completely finished. The advanced vehicle factory for gaming is getting to the point where it's nearly finished, but considering the fact he's still struggling with his economy, this might be troublesome. And apparently artillery wars are going to take place. Considering the fact that the efficiency is worse for these two builders, I would assume that Giggle actually finishes his belter first. In fact, he's already caught up to the point where Gaming is actually building his belter, so this might be completely troublesome for Gaming, since he will have no response. He actually scouted this, he knows what's going on, but he doesn't have much to counter this. He has a few docks. That handful of docks might be enough to actually stop this. And we've got a flyby of some aerial fighters, probably just scouting the area, want to see what's going on. More artillery is being tacked on this side. So essentially, what Giggle is doing is locking down the area around the base of Gaming and prohibiting his movements. Because if you can actually restrict the movements, then Gaming can't expand his economy, and if he can't expand his economy, then yes, well, he's screwed. We have a sheller now up for Gaming. I'm not entirely sure what he's going to do with it. Meanwhile, though, where are those vanguards for Giggle? Are they still near his base? Yeah, they are still near his base. Oh, they are in fact loaded up on the Pelicans. So, yeah, they're moving out right now. He knows that there's nothing anti-air-wise that can actually take down his Pelicans. And if you can drop those vanguards right on top of the enemy base, then you completely remove the phase where it's low and vulnerable and moving up to the enemy to actually get in range. So yeah, he's moving in, he's looking around, where does he want to drop these? I do believe one might actually be destroyed. Yeah, okay, so vanguards have landed, bomb, and he sniped the commander right. Very cost efficient there for Gaming. Giggle being GG lovely and apologizing for the what the fuck stump that just happened to Gaming. Oh, that's kind of mean, Giggle. I assume you actually meant well, but yeah. Anyway, this concludes match 1, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. It wasn't the most balanced match, let's be honest, but at the beginning of games like these, with Swiss rounds, you do get some unbalanced matches. So, not completely unexpected. As you can see, throughout the entire game, Giggle was miles ahead of our dear friend Gaming. Gaming played pretty decently, especially since he only had 5 games. But yeah, I'm actually gonna check if the graphs... Yeah, the graphs can actually tell you a lot of things. So in the beginning of the game it went kind of equal, but here's the point where the economy for Gaming actually started to struggle, and this is where Giggle was just bounding on ahead. So no one, yeah, as you can see, no one built storage, so that's why this efficiency is so fluctuating. APM wise, yeah, Giggle was definitely the most APM intensive player of the two. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next matches, so stay tuned.